Hello, my name is Lakeisha Townsell, and if you are viewing this video and you don't know who I am, I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to share with you a little bit about myself. I have been married for 13 years to Siobhan Townsell, and we have 4 children. We have just relocated from Columbus, Ohio to Phoenix, Arizona. And we've been here for a little over a week now and super excited about what God is doing here in Phoenix through us. One of the things that I am most excited about, which is the reason for this video, is about our marriage retreat. We have a marriage retreat called the First Comes Love Marriage Retreat, and that's actually the website as well. That retreat is going to be October 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Scottsdale McCormick Resort, and we're super excited about this retreat. Some of you may have heard about the retreat, have seen it online on social media, but I want to personally invite you and share the importance of attending a marriage retreat, specifically this marriage retreat. So one of the most valuable things in attending the First Comes Love Marriage Retreat is you get to enjoy a romantic getaway with your spouse. It's so important to plan getaways and vacations, date nights, to keep the spark in your relationship, to ignite it, to just have time away from your regular day-to-day things that you do. And so that's one of the main reasons of why attending this retreat is vital and going to be an investment into your marriage. The second thing is you're going to hear words of wisdom. And it's extremely important to have words of wisdom consistently when you are married. We know that faith comes by hearing. It doesn't come by what you heard, but continually hearing. And hearing words of wisdom about your marriage is what is going to continue your marriage growth in that process. The third thing is that you're going to be able to apply what you have learned. Coming to this retreat, we're going to have one-on-one activities and projects that you'll do with your spouse, and we'll have some takeaways for you. So you'll leave the retreat and you'll be able to do different things throughout the months following that retreat. And we know that application is extremely important when you're trying to make a change or you're trying to start something new. And then we also have the fact that this particular weekend could actually be what changes your marriage. We don't know what will be that one thing that God uses to shake us, to awaken us into what He desires for us. And so, we kind of understand that, day to day, but usually it takes us this one thing to really click for us. And I believe that the First Comes Love Marriage Retreat could be that for you. We are having dynamic speakers. One of our speakers is going to be Trishelle, and she is the Wife Talk Inc. CEO. If you are engaged or if you are married, please follow that Facebook page. It has totally changed my life and thousands of women's lives. With the other facilitators that we're having Rachel and Richard Smith, and Rachel will be facilitating a breakout session. And then we're having Talis and Michelle Carr, and the both of them will be having a breakout session as well, facilitating it. And then it'll be my husband and I, Siobhan Council, and myself. And we are super excited about just what God is going to do through us, and excited about what your marriage is going to look like after attending this retreat. So what we're going to do is, if you haven't had a chance to view or visit the website, please do so. The website is www.firstcomeslovemarriageretreat.com. After I upload this video, I'll make sure that there is a link or the website directly. But for the month of June, we have requested that you do a $50 deposit. And that $50 deposit is due by June the 15th. And if you make the $50 deposit, that is going to allow you to have $50 off of your room package. So registering by June the 15th, 2016, you will be able to receive $50 off on the back end, on the balance of the retreat, which will more than likely be for your hotel stay. So if you're staying with us for the entire weekend, it begins on Friday, October 7th, and it ends on Sunday, October 9th. And on Sunday, October 9th, I'm super excited about what we're having on that Sunday morning. We're going to have a recommitment day, and that day is going to be, that time is going to be a time where you and your spouse are going to be able to look each other eye to eye and recommit to rewrite out vows, intimate vows that you all will be able to share in that moment. You'll be able to have this particular weekend be a begin again weekend for you. I want to really pull on the husbands and ask that you all take the lead in this and petition your wives and come in agreement with your wives who may have said to you, babe, I'm really wanting something for us to get involved in. I'm really wanting something for us to do to connect with one another. And maybe your wife hasn't said it, but you as a man, you have sensed that there's something else that you can do or that your marriage needs. A lot of times it's the wives who are being the ones who are kind of setting these type of things up. And ladies, if that's the case, continue to do so. But if you are a husband and you're viewing this video, I ask that you consider taking the initiative and going to your wife with this and saying, babe, we're going to go. We're going to make a way for us to be at this First Comes Love retreat. And for the wives, again, if you are the one who usually is taking the initiative in this, continue to do so. For my husband and I, I'm definitely the one who is like, babe, I found this, we're gonna go. And for those of you who are viewing this video and you're like, who is this? Who is Lakeisha? And why would we go to a retreat that we don't know anyone? We don't know any of the speakers. My husband and I went to a marriage retreat back in October in Columbus, Ohio. And I ended up seeing about the retreat online, the marriage retreat. And it was locally right there in our city in Columbus. And I just went ahead and just stepped out on faith and said, I don't know anyone. My husband and I don't know anyone that is going to be speaking. We don't know anyone who's going to be attending. And although we requested some folks to attend with us, the reality of it is no one did. And my husband and I got there And I tell you, it was just another tool that God used to really bring us together and continue to make us become one. Because the truth is that when we say I do, we don't become one immediately. It takes time. And here we are, almost 13 years of marriage, and we are still becoming one. And so that marriage retreat was really just a seed. It was a step of faith as well, because we didn't know anyone. We were going in with believing God that He would speak to us and use people who didn't know anything about us to speak directly to our circumstance and our situation and where we were at that time. And it was a great time. We had dancing. We met couples that I'm now friends with today. And that was just back in October, just a few months ago in 2015. So that is it. You are welcome to inbox me. You're welcome to ask more questions about the retreat. Most of your questions will be answered on the website. If you go to the website, then you'll be able to see a lot of your questions will be answered there. I'm excited, and I really hope to see so many of you there, especially those who we don't know. And if you say, especially if you're single and you're saying, I'm not married, I'm not able to attend, I ask that you share the video. Share it with someone, tag someone that is married. And a marriage retreat isn't just about couples who are in a bad place or on the verge of divorce. I wouldn't necessarily say that a marriage retreat is for that particular circumstance. If you're going through that in your life, it could help, but this is really for anyone, whether you're in a good place or maybe, or you're in a bad place, or maybe you're in a great place and you're saying, my marriage is great. You might be even a leader in your community with marriages and do what my husband and I are passionate about doing, which is, coaching and counseling marriages, people who are married. That may be who you are. And if so, this is also a great tool for you to be able to just come back and receive. There was so many times as well that my husband and I found ourselves in a position like we want to receive, we're ready to just receive. We pour out a lot into marriages, and a retreat was exactly what we needed. It was a way of not being pulled on at the time, and just a place to be able to take off our hat and relax and just listen and receive for us. So thank you so much for watching the video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.